Go.
We're going to look at infinite and no solution equations. Everything we've done so far this year have been one solution. I'm going to talk about how many different types of solutions there are in a minute. But let's look at this first equation. What did we decide we should do first when we're solving an equation with variables on both sides? Simplify both sides of the equation. Good. So this side is not simplified, so we're going to distribute. This side's good. Negative 7 times x is negative 7x plus 35 equals 36 minus 7x. Can you see that on the video?
Yeah.
It's showing up? You guys can see the pink? Yeah. All right. Both sides are simplified. Now we're going to solve. What's the second step?
Make the variable go to the other side.
Yep, move the variable algebraically. We're going to add 7x to both sides. And what happens? They cancel. Where? Everywhere, both sides. Boom, boom. This is new. It's not new for you. You guys learned this last year, but it's new for this year. 36 comes down. 35 comes down. And what can we say about this statement? It is incorrect. It is not true. It is false. So how do we show that something is not equal? Slash. Boom. Okay. So when does 36 equal 35? Never. So we say that this equation has no solution. If you don't want to write out the words no solution, you can draw a circle with a circle with a slash through it. That circle with a slash through it means no solution. This is your answer. This is what you box in. This is not your answer. This leads you to your answer. Okay, what does it mean by no solution? What are we saying? Can't be solved. Yeah, sort of. Yeah? Question, go ahead.
If it has one solution,
So we've only solved equations with one solution. So when we get like x equals 4, that's one solution. And that's what we would circle as x equals 4. But we don't circle this. This is not our solution. This leads us to this conclusion. All right, so no solution means that there is no value for x. There's no number we can put in for x that would balance this equation, that would make this equation true. All right, and you can try any number you want. You try 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 36 equals, this is negative 5, positive 35. 36 does not equal 35. Doesn't work, right? You can try 1, 10, negative 40. You can try 3 halves, 4,261.74351. Nothing's going to work, okay? So no solution, and you should write this down, means there's no value for x. That satisfies the equation. And what do I mean by satisfies? Sort of. Balances. Makes the equation true. So when you get your variables to cancel, and you're left with 2 constants, and these constants are not the same number, it could be 0 equals 10, it could be whatever, then you write no solution. Questions? All right, let's go to the next one. I'll leave this up for a second so you can copy if you need to. Alright. First step, simplify both sides of the equation. So that means distribute. Negative 4v minus 12 equals negative 12 minus 4v. Now right here, you should notice what? It's the same on both sides. So at this point, you can already stop and you can just write infinite solution. And it has a symbol just like no solution, which looks like this. Now I know I'm not done. I'm going to show you the end here, but I'm just going to preface that by saying at this point, when you notice both things are the exact same on both sides, stop. But let's finish this equation. I'm going to add 4v to both sides. And I get negative 12 equals negative 12. When does negative 12 equal negative 12? Always. So this means that any value that is any real number that can be input in for x will be a solution. So instead of writing every known real number, which means all integers, whole numbers, all rational numbers, all irrational numbers, instead of writing all those out, we just say all of them. There's another way you can write infinite solutions. You can write all real numbers. You can also write identity. You can also write this symbol, which means all real numbers. But this is really what I'm looking for here. What's in there? All right. And what does that mean? It means that any value for x satisfies or balances the equation. Questions? Okay, one more. Got it down? Good. Hey.
You know how you said that, like, can't make the equation to make.
For this one or the previous one?
No, for the previous one, you said can't make the equation to work like no matter what. What would you
Can't.
say?
There's no value that'll make the equation work.
Yeah, so what would you say for infinity?
I would say that any value for this equation will make it work.
Like for the other one and for this one, like when you were going inside the parentheses, you put like the opposite, like for this one instead plus and you put minus.
Okay, so negative 4 times positive 3 is negative 12. So we treat subtractions like negatives when we multiply. Okay, so whenever you see a subtraction, you treat it like it's a negative number there. So this isn't minus 4, it is minus 4, but treat this like a negative 4b. Okay, we good? All right, last one. Now, so we looked at no solution, infinite solution, and I'm going to show you a third type. One solution, yeah, but we've already done these, but I want to show you this one because it's tricky sometimes for you guys. All right, first step. Distribute, simplify the left side, yeah. So, Mahalet, look at what I'm doing here. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. Negative 5 times negative 8 is positive 40. Got it? Alright. Okay, so you want to move the 40 or the 5? Okay, let's do the 5. Ten. 5's cancel. 35M. 10. Okay, now what do we do?
Isolate the variable.
Okay, that's what we've been doing, yeah. But yeah, which operation should I do here?
Subtraction.
Minus 10, yeah. And I get 35M equals. So this is why I show in this one. What happened to the last two problems we just did? What canceled? The variables canceled. What's happening here? My constants are canceling. So when my constants cancel, this is something that I've seen a lot over the years. You'll see this, and these will cancel, and you'll be like, x equals that, or something along those lines, okay? So be careful. What goes here? 0. Here you go. So now when you see this, you might say, oh, no solution, right? No, this is not no solution. Yeah, so we divide normally. My variable's still here. If there's a variable, there's an answer, right? So divide by 35. Ooh, it's a nasty 5. And we get m equals. How many solutions is this? This is a one solution type of equation. There are 3 types of solutions. There are one solution, no solution, infinite solution. Okay? What does this mean? It means this is the only value that I can input in for x that will balance this equation. Any other number will make this equation unbalanced. At 0, both sides will balance out perfectly. Yes?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah. With one solution, in this case, 0, this is the only number or value that will balance the equation or satisfy the equation. So what do I circle here or box in? This. That's my answer. And with infinite and no solution, this is what you circle in, the infinite and no solution. Okay? We're good? Yeah. You can stop.